What's up, folks? It is almost tournament time. Man, it's been a while. I'm packing up and loading the truck. I got the first BFL of the year very soon. Getting everything ready to rock and roll, leaving first thing in the morning. And I'm going to be able to pre-fish with Travis Harriman. So we're going to have some practice videos and then we'll have the tournament videos. So just getting everything loaded. Man, it takes forever to get stuff packed. As a co-angler, you want to downsize each year. You know, I'd say I'm going to bring less and less, and I've downsized, but I've got it down to 7 rods. Been using these Evolve rod sleeves. They're pretty sweet. If you haven't checked them out, definitely go check them out. They're super durable, super handy. You know, of course, the Virtus Red Diamond stuff, man, Virtus are really, really nice rods, American made stuff. But we're loading the truck up. Gonna leave real early in the morning. Gonna have 2 days of fishing. Well, actually about a day and a half. I'm gonna stop at Baitworks in Springfield. May do a little video down there, but hang out with the guys for an hour or so and then get on the lake with Travis. It's going to be a Damiki rig thing. I got a feeling. There's a high possibility that the guy that I draw is going to be live scoping and fishing out deep, throwing at individual fish. I might get lucky. I might draw Randy Blockett, which this is definitely a tournament where somebody like that would be very nice to fish behind. But chances are I'm going to be out there in the middle of nowhere, just hoping and praying. So that's my goal. My goal when I get down there with Travis is I want to try to figure out, he's a real good scoper too. So I want to figure out a way to catch fish behind him, and it'll be nice to discuss and get his thoughts on what he would do if he was in my position. So that's the goal, is to put something together, just get confidence in a bait that I can throw and catch some fish. I mean, most likely an Alabama rig is something that I'm going to be throwing quite a bit. I've got a jerk bait, got the new Strike King gravel dog if we do get in there tight and shallow. I got a Cumberland Pro Lures jig tied on, and I just picked up a couple of these Virtus spinning rods. They're pretty sweet. So I've got a little 1/4 ounce head with a little Kitech on there, and I'm also going to be throwing a drop shot. It's underneath there somewhere. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm starting out with. 7 rods, trying to keep it simple. So we're going to jump on the road first thing in the morning, and I will see you hopefully in the boat with Travis.
Yeah.
You went through some crazy stuff in Lake Ontario last year, but you could choose what direction to go for the most part. Ain't no doubt there. It's different.
Good morning, folks. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning.
That we see. It's like
been fluctuating between like 40 to 48 degrees. We got bluebird skies, light wind. Listen to a little low budget live. Just got done listening to the Mercer Matt Robertson podcast. It's a good one, man. It's a good one. Check it out if you haven't seen it. On our way to Table Rock Lake. Actually, first we're on our way to Baitworks. We're gonna stop by Baitworks, say hi to the boys in there. Haven't been in that place for too long, so it's hard though. I'm honest. Honestly, I've been contemplating like driving past it just because I want to get on the water so bad, and maybe coming back the next day to it midday, because tomorrow we got some bad weather coming in. Typical cold front pushing through for the tournament. It seems like it happens a lot, but we're gonna be disciplined. We're gonna stop by there, say hi. I gotta pick up a few baits, and I'm hoping to be on the water by noon. Travis Harriman's out there right now. I'm gonna jump in the boat with him. It's gonna be fun. Travis has been on the live stream before. He's fishing the invitationals, Toyotas, and some BFLs, and we've had conversations, but I never got to fish with him, and we've been talking about doing it. And this weekend is gonna be the weekend that I'm gonna be able to jump in there. So excited. Like I said, kind of bluebird skies today. Tomorrow we got some rain, and then a cold front pushing through, and it's going to be cold, guys. Derby morning is going to be cold. I think it's going to be 25. It's not supposed to get up to 40. It's going to be one of them good old-fashioned cold tournament days. So I brought a ton of layers. I probably won't be able to walk, but I will be warm, and I don't know, I'm excited anyway. You know, you can take yourself out of a tournament before you even fish it if you start thinking about the weather too much. So we're just going to get up in it, and the goal, like I said at the beginning of this video, is just to figure out what I can throw behind somebody that's live scoping, because I do have a feeling that's going to have arrived, man. We're right here on the interstate. Look at this. High volume, high traffic. Bait works. We made it. We're gonna go inside and check this place out. Now, the trick is to not spend more than, I'm gonna cap myself at $100. Try to do good. I need some swim baits, need some jig heads, some hitchhikers, and just a few other small items. So we're gonna try to not go crazy, but it's gonna be tempting because they got a ton of stuff in here. All right, we're back on the road. Made it out of Bait Works. Only spent like 40 or 50 bucks. Was gonna shoot some video in there, man. I just got to talking to everybody. It was cool to meet Roger and Drew and Grant, and talked to a couple other people in there. Man, it's a great place. It is a great place to spend a lot of money, and I'm proud of myself. Travis is called. He's waiting on me, so we're about an hour out. Cannot wait to jump in a boat with him, get out in the water, and stretch a little bit. Been sitting in this vehicle for way too long, so the next time you see me, I will be on the water or very, very close to the water.
No.
Folks, we are here back in Cow Creek. Just texted Travis. I'm gonna drop all my stuff up. Look how clear this lake is. Got a little baby boat ramp back here. Man, it is beautiful. Feels good to be near water. I'm gonna have to put a few layers on. I mean, the air temps are nice. It's like 58, 59, but we do got some wind. And a little bit of chill coming off the lake. That's how it is. So I'm gonna put a couple layers on, throw my rain suit on, get geared up, and we'll talk to Travis as soon as he picks me up. Just getting out a few rods. I only want to take like 5. He said we're gonna be doing some deep fishing, so just gonna take rod socks off of some of these and see what I got here. Just gotta have a jig, gotta have a Damiki, an A-rig, jerk bait, maybe a shaky head. I'm kind of keep it simple. What's up, brother? All right, man. I made it. I thought there's a freaking Air Force jet coming. I heard you letting her eat, man.
My buddy's texting me. He said, "Skin it back, old son." I said the F on the throttle means fast, right?
That's right. That's right.
All
right, man. We are in the boat. Travis picked me up, and we're getting ready to go. What are we gonna do? A little offshore fishing, probably.
Offshore, yep.
Yep.
Steve Kennedy said the bank is where the people who don't fish it put their money. So I like to live by that philosophy this time of year.
Yeah.
Stay as far away from the bank as possible.
Yeah. Hey, man, that makes sense because this is definitely clear water, and you get closer than like 10 or 15 feet from the bank, and they're gonna see you.
You count the rocks all the way up.
Exactly. I can't believe the weather's gonna turn south on us. It's so nice right now. Good one. Walleye? Oh, nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. Heck yeah. Nothing wrong with that one. That's one of the ones you need. Wow. I'm in your lane. I'm the camera guy. That's professional, walking them all the way around the boat.
It's just like leading your dog.
Yep. Heck yeah, brother. That's a stud. That's a good one. You want a picture? Got it. Show it to the camera back there.
Look at a long one. Good one. Nice.
Oh yeah. Nice. That sucker is bad. Dang. Feel like a tank, boy. Woo!
Thick.
That's what I'm after right there. I'll give me 5 of those, I get a nice check. Oh, he's hot. He's on it. You got 2 of them, man. Nice. That's another spot in it.
I assume so.
It's a good one, man. Decent quality. Heck yeah. Lake's full of those, isn't it? Like that.
So many of them in here.
That's a nice solid fish, man.
Even a keeper.
Oh, that's a keeper. Gotta be.
Some of them.
They're deceiving.
Yeah, I've got some that were like 16. I've got some that were. One in particular was a 229, and he was like 14 inches. I was like,
Stud.
I'm like, dude, you could learn to grow a little bit. Yeah, 260
Okay.
on a 15.5-inch fish.
So that's a 13-pound limit right there. Let's see what's going on up here.
Oh, we're just trolling up here. I thought it was closer than it was.
Have you just had active target? Have you ever had actual live scope?
Yeah, I had the live scope.
What do you think about the difference in the two?
I think there was 6 one way, half a dozen the other.
Yeah.
So this one, I don't know, you see that little beam that
Yeah.
I've got, like, I think it's like the middle cone or whatever's messed up.
Oh, okay.
Get a replacement transducer, but I think it's really clear. I mean, I can see my bait out to 100 feet even with a little jighead minnow.
Can't ask for any more than that. 100 foot's pretty awesome. I still got the 32, and
Yeah.
I get about 50, 55 is about my range on most stuff.
That's what I had before was the 32.
Couple right there. Oh yeah, here, he's on it. He missed it. And he's on it again. You got a hook on that thing?
I did when I threw it out there.
That fish. That was cool.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, dang, that's a whopper crappie. Dang.
Sorry, pal. You're not gonna make it.
Fish fry.
Oh yeah. Could open that.
Walleye and crappies.
Side there on your side.
Here.
Walleye is.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you're enjoying the video. Give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you have not. I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're doing out there. Travis fishes these Ozark impoundments quite a bit. He's very comfortable on bull shows, beaver, and table rock. And something that goes on there in the winter is the fish suspend out over open water. So he practices the Damiki style stuff quite often out there. And that's what we were doing today. You know, we're offshore, we're way out off the bank, and it's about you gotta find the right areas first by idling, finding some, you know, bait fish with your side scan, your down scan, that type of stuff. And then when you find an area that looks good, dropping the trolling motor, and he's got the active target too, and he's looking around and casting to these fish. So the weapon of choice, and we fish this style of bait for a couple days during the practice. I will have a practice video day number 2. And cool thing about that practice video is we do kind of a Knights of the Round Table. So I was staying with several guys, and at the end of that day 2 video, we sit in the living room and we kind of talk about what we found out in practice, what we think the winning weights are going to be, and what they're planning on doing in practice. But it's a Damiki style bait. this happens to be the tater shad jig head, and this is just a Gambler FFS minnow, like a 4-inch minnow, but similar type of bait that Travis is throwing. And the loop knot, by the way, is pretty critical. It really lets the bait rock and roll. The kind of the tater shad style of bait has more of a winding action, where this isn't gonna, a spiral action when it falls. This is gonna be less of a spiraling action, but the loop allows this bait a lot of freedom. And you're just tying it to like 8 to 10 pound test, 15 pound, I think Travis uses 10 pound braid, 8 to 10 pound braid. And then, I was throwing this Virtus, this is the Red Diamond finesse spinning rod. It's a 7-foot medium fast. So something that's, something you would throw a drop shot on, maybe a little bit heavier than a drop shot is going to work out just fine. And just a 25 to 3000 series reel. But it's real important to throw this on spinning gear. There's been kind of a trend with that BFS stuff, the bait casting finesse system. But the spinning rod allows for a vertical drop. Like when you cast out, you can leave that bell open. You can kind of do this and it pulls line off of the spool, and it allows that bait to fall vertically. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're casting on top of the fish. If you miss the fish, you cast a little bit too far, you're reeling it up to the fish. The fish are moving around. You got to make a really accurate cast. And that's another thing I want to talk about real quick is the jig weights. This is just a 1/4 ounce. So if those fish are sitting up a little bit higher in the water column, say, I don't know, like 0 to 20 feet, you can get by with a 1/4 ounce. But as they get progressively deeper, you want to jump up in your jig head size. So 3/8, half, 3/4, whatever it takes to get down to them, because you don't have a lot of time. They're moving around, so you need to get that bait down to them as quick as possible. You've got wind pushing you around, so you need to adjust the size of your jig head accordingly. But it's about locating these fish, casting to them. Travis is really, really good at it. I was kind of struggling a little bit. My whole goal was to try to figure out how to catch fish behind somebody that was scoping in the front of the boat, because as a co-angler in a BFL, I'm not going to get the advantage of, seeing the fish. So I was trying to come up with a way to catch fish behind somebody that's doing that. And he's really, really good at that. He's very accurate. He's got a lot of practice. And when I did stand up front, I noticed that the Active Target 2 has a lot narrower cone. I'm familiar with Livescope, the Garmin product. I have the LVS 32. It's got a 20-degree cone. So it's a 20-degree cone's a little bit wider. The Active Target has an 18-degree. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're getting out there further, the further you get out there, the more that 2 degrees makes a difference. So if you're casting in that Lowrance Active Target cone every time, you're much more accurate than you are with the Livescope, in my opinion. So I had to be dead on. The thing that is kind of weird about the Lowrance trolling motor is it's a brushless trolling motor and the head does not pivot. Whereas an Ultrex, which is something I have, I'm used to following that head. I'm looking at the head of the trolling motor, and that's where you're going to make your cast at. Your transducer is lined up with the head of that trolling motor, where the Lowrance doesn't pivot. So a lot of people have put it's like a little orange stick that shows the front of the head of your trolling motor, but it's down in the water. So when you're not right on the nose of the boat, you can't really see that. So my casting accuracy wasn't the greatest, and I did manage to catch fish here coming up shortly. But Travis has that dialed in really good. It just shows you that even though you have Livescope, you still have to spend a lot of time practicing your cast, because the cast is super, super critical. Things are happening fast, and almost anybody that fishes with forward-facing sonar would tell you that first, maybe second look of the bait by the fish is the key. Getting that fish to commit that first or second time. So if you're making sloppy casts and that fish is kind of seeing it go by this way, and he's already seen it 2 or 3 times, and then you finally make the accurate cast, chances of him biting are not that good, because he's already got to look at it. So being deadly accurate with your very first cast is super, super key. Fishing with that minnow, that jig head minnow style of bait, or anything for that matter. But the fish are smart, man. The fish are getting really smart. So you gotta be a good caster to catch those fish.
That didn't take long. Largemouth? Oh, that's a better one.
Just a little baby.
Oh yeah.
Spunky.
They look bigger in that clear water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because, you know, back then, you didn't know how deep they were suspended exactly. And if you were to just literally fan cast this whole area, it would take you like 20 minutes. You might not even be around them. You don't know. We were at Bull. There was a lot of them that were up in that 20 to 30 foot zone. So we were having to go with like an 1/8 ounce, just slow float it down to them. Yeah.
From falling.
Do you tie a loop knots or not? Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's coming back. Oh, they're fighting. Yeah, it's on. Nice. Nice. You're way out there, isn't you?
Nothing. I mean, it's just another big old fat spot. Tub of butter.
Yeah. Dang. They are fat.
Chubby. 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 He was jealous of his friend.
Yeah, I saw that. It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Yeah, I bet. If somebody's wound too tight, you're going to get in a fist fight probably. It's a better fish. Can't even hardly jump. So fat. Well, you're not going to have any problem getting a limit. Unless something changes drastically. You just throw a couple kickers in there. And it's probably going to take 20 to win, don't you think?
I can sign all the seagulls are just sitting out there.
Yeah.
That one's flying. Maybe looking for something.
Those things are amazing.
So I used to work for Lawrence and Navico, making C-maps, and at Santee Cooper, it was the coolest thing. There was like a giant flock of them, and you have all of them, but like 10 or 15 were like down, sitting on the water, and you have those 10 or 15 up flying, and one of them would like call out, and as soon as one of them called out, the whole flock would get up and run over there to that bird.
Really?
And like, bam, then the shad would start coming up, and it was just a free-for-all, man. It's just crazy.
Huh. He's like the leader.
Yeah, like a couple scouts or whatever.
The scout, yeah.
There, and then some fish.
They're pretty dang smart. I mean,
Oh yeah.
they got to survive. They don't have no grocery store. They figure it out or they die.
Yeah.
Got him. No, I was trying to get out of your way. Oh, you did get me right there at the last second. It's my fault. I was sitting there looking at the damn screen. And then I'm like, he hit it on the fall. Dude, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Put it right on him. Largie? Nice.
What are you doing out here, guy?
Hanging out with the spots. Mama said don't hang out with them spots.
Hanging out with my dumb friends. Oh, well, you made it because your dad all this. He's following you.
Got him. Ha ha! Skunk is out of the boat if I can get him in. He's coming up. Decent fish. That right there is what I needed. A little bit of confidence on this bait. Really? Good. Nice. He's a chunky monkey. Talked about vexes. You ever tried to pull a fish out of the water in a vexes? Dude, it's way down there. They got some weight to them. Yeah, they're heartbreaker though. It's close. There you go, folks. Finally got one on the board. Hey, we had fun out here poking around. You don't want to catch them all in practice. Just throwing a little 2.8 Kitech on a 1/4 ounce head. This is that little tater jig head. It's a pretty good little jig head. It's got that sickle hook on it. The Virtus 7-foot finesse spinning rod, 10-pound braid, 10-pound fluoro. Thumbs up. Appreciate the content. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm holding him real close to make him look like he's about 3.5 pounds. But we got another video coming soon. Until next time.
No.